Greetings everybody, this is 1341 here, first video in a long time, and it's my monthly poll list review for the month of March, since we're already in April, which is the WTF certified month when it comes to DC. But let's get to the comics of last month. First up, Owlman 18 with a Jay Lee cover, which, for those of you who know me, I love Jay Lee's art. And this month in particular was a hard choice to pick what were some of the awards for some of these books. Some books were easy, some books were really difficult. But this book I said would be the best cover of the month because Jay Lee cover for an Animal Man book is perfect. Anyway, but the basic story, it's the epilogue of the Animal Man inside of Broad World, and a death occurs, and it's for those of you who read the series knows the death. This was a character that I did not like initially, but I kind of feel sorry for Buddy and what the repercussions happened to him in issue 9, and some of the repercussions that kind of lead to issue 19, which I will discuss later. Oh boy. Yeah, best cover of the month, Jay Lee cover with one of my favorite series. And the tagline for this particular issue: "This is the most tragic day in the life of Buddy Baker. That much is true." I will say this: he loses a family member. He loses a child, and I'll just spoil it. He loses Cliff Baker, his son. But Cliff did not die like a pussy. He died trying to defend the people he loved. He tried to defend the people he cared about, which was his family. It was a very sad death. Next up, we have one of my best, the best fight scene for the month of March, and it's Demon Knights issue 18. And I'm beginning to like Kane as a DC villain now. Kane, the Lord of all Vampires, and I'm beginning to see what and I really like what Viadetti's doing with the book now. I kind of like how Jason Blood is becoming more of a badass after years of being tortured by Vandal Savage. And why I say the best fight scene, because there's a point in the book where the Knights and some Amazons fight vampires, and it's awesome. Cliff Chang's art really, Bernard Chang's art just works with this particular series. Let's see. Earth 2 issue 10. Another good book. I really like the fact that with Earth 2, the art is always sometimes consistent. But with this issue, it really resonates. I'd say it's some of the best art. Nicola Scott and Trevor Scott, good stuff. This is basically this begins the storyline of the Tower of Fate, and it's going to reintroduce. Next issue reintroduces Nabu. Well, when we see Dr. Fate in issue 11, which is awesome. But this book is great. I'd say best art in the series. Best art of the month when it comes to March. Next up, we have The Flash, issue 18. Good God, this was a good issue as well. And it centers around the Trickster. He's being framed for murder. And I gave this book the best what the fuck ending award. which is a kind of a random award, but the ending's like, what the fuck? Basically, like the plot I kind of mentioned earlier, the trickster's been murdered, and Barry's trying to find a way to figure out if he actually did it or not. And also it introduces the Speed Force, which are some people who are trapped in the Speed Force actually acquired Speed Force powers, which is kind of awesome. And they wanted to be superheroes, but Barry said, no, not gonna happen, I'm sorry. But still, good issue. Next up, Justice League Dark, issue 18, Magic's Last Stand. This was a perfect issue. Great art, great storytelling, great ending to a storyline, in my honest opinion. Moving into the next storyline, definitely. Jeff Lemire, Ray Fox, Mikhail Janin, great stuff what you're doing with this series. Pick of the month when it comes to March. Good lord, this was such a good issue. Ending's great, art's always great, cover's always great, and it's a good book overall. Next up, Swamp Thing 18, which is the epilogue for Swamp Thing's end to Outworld. Now, this was Snyder's last issue when it came to Swamp Thing, and it was a great ending to his run on Swamp Thing. 18 issues of Swamp Thing by Scott Snyder was perfect, the pinnacle of perfect, in my opinion. I honestly believe that he should have stayed on Swamp Thing and left Batman, but that's just me. I mean, this was a great book for everyone. Best ending for a run, I like to say. And I'll get to Charles Soule when I get to this month, the month of April, when I get to those reviews. But still, great book. Finally, we have Young Avengers #3 from Marvel Now. The only Marvel Now book I buy. But anyway, with this book in particular, I just freaking love this book. I really do. I also love this book. But it has the best ending to this issue. No, it's the funniest. The book's still consistently funny. It has the best character and comedic moments. Because I think like this, Kid Loki is hilarious. Some of the stuff with him is funny. Can't go wrong with that. Yeah, great book here. So that has been my pull list review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Kind of a shorter episode than I normally do. But, hey, what do you gotta do? This has been Super421 saying peace. I've loved doing these pull list reviews for you guys. Catch you later.